up, Chicago? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's about to go down. Y'all ready? Israel. Hey! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the hottest radio show in the land. Taking the limits off radio is on the air. That's right. We are on the air, broadcasting live as always from the birthplace of gospel music, the historic Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church over here on the south side of Chicago. We are excited to be here and glad to be, as they say, glad to be in service one more time. This is your boy, your host, the one, the only Dr. Dana L. King in the studio with you today, man. I'm excited to be here on another Monday, a day after worship, a day after worship. We are in here and we got a good show for you today. Great show for you today, man. Look, we got this topic that we were supposed to do a couple of weeks ago, but we did not do it. But guess what? We're going to do it tonight because I'm excited about this thing. We're going to do it tonight. It is Missional Money. We always talk about how Missional Money is dealing with outreach and evangelism and all those wonderful things. And so tonight we're going to be talking about, 3 relationships that keep first-time guests attending your church. And we're going to have the church check-in. We ain't did that in a while. The church check-in and all that good stuff. It's going to be a great show. And we're going to talk about some stuff in the news that happened earlier on today. Some folks done lost their jobs in the cable news network realm. But guess what? They're going to be all right. I'm sure they got contracts. They still going to get paid. They just ain't going to be on TV. But we're going to be all right with that. But in the meantime, in between time, let me give you the rundown on how you can be a part of today's show. If you're already listening on the line, all you got to do is push 1. That'll get you to my producer, the best producer in the land, the one, the only, Latanya Michelle King, taking all of your calls, texts, chats, emails, prayer requests, letters of recommendation, whatever you want to send it over to her. She'll get you over to me, and you'll be live on the air with your boy. If you're listening via Blog Talk Radio, simply dial area code 323-870-4375. That is the call-in number. 323-870-4375 is your call-in number. If you are listening via, if you want to email the show, you can email the show. You can email the show at TTLO. It's the TTLO show at TTLOmedia.net. I think that's right. Yes, TTLO show at TTLOmedia.net. TTLO show at TTLOmedia.net. If you want to follow us on Twitter, on your socials. Follow us on Twitter. You can tweet the show. You can tweet the show at TTLO Radio. That's right. You can tweet the show at TTLO Radio. That's 2 T's, 1 L, 1 O. TTLO Radio is where you can tweet the show. If you want to follow us on the gram, follow us on IG. You can do that as well. Follow us on the gram at TTLO Radio. Same thing. Follow us on the gram at TTLO Radio. 2 T's, 1 L, 1 O. TTLO Radio is where you can find us on the gram. If you want to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com, there you go, /TTLO Radio. Facebook.com/TTLO Radio is where you can find us on Facebook. There you go. You can find us on Facebook. And then, don't forget as well, you can also find us on your iHeart radio stations. That's right. You can find us on your iHeart radio app. All you got to do is do a simple search for the TTLO Media Group. Once you get there, find the TTLO Radio Show, and you can get all of our previous podcasts all the way back to April of 2014. Oh, yeah, you can find us all the way back there. So you can get all of the shows there on the iHeartRadio network. Don't forget as well, you can also find us on iHeart, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you can download a podcast, you can find us there. Amen. Amen. Look, y'all, I am excited as always. It's a great, great time. And anytime it's a day after worship, it's a great day. It's a great day. And I'm excited, man. I think one of the new things that we're going to be adding, and, I keep telling y'all stuff, but, it's just going to happen. But I want to start to do some check-ins with some pastors that preached on Monday. And something like, and I maybe I say it off the air, because seems like when I say stuff on the air, and because we don't do it right away, other people come and jump right on it, and they'll take the idea and they'll run away with it. And even though theirs don't look like what ours look like, they get it before us and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, church check-in. I want to know what church you went to. Let me see if I remember all this. What church you went to, who preached, What was the scripture and what was the sermon title? Yeah, that's it, the church check-in. What church did you go to? Who preached? What was the scripture and what was the sermon title? It's the 4-piece church check-in. That's it, the 4-piece. Get your 4 pieces, the 4-piece church check-in, because I want to know. I want to know, did you just go to church or were you actually paying attention? Did you get some word or did you just go? You know, what else? What else? You know, what did your choir and praise team sing on yesterday? Do you know? Do you know? How much attention was you actually paying on yesterday? Huh? So we're going to check all of that out. Amen, amen, amen. So let's just get to it. Couple of things in the news. Yeah, I'm sure y'all have seen this already. It ain't. We're not surprised. Some folks got some what do they call them? Cable news folks. That's it. Some cable news folks lost their jobs today. Mr. Don Lemon. They got old Don off CNN because Don cracking the wrong kind of jokes early in the morning. He already got in trouble, got moved to the morning. Now he gone from there. And then they got your boy Tucker Carlson over there on Fox News. So they done got rid of a whole bunch of folks. And let me just say this and I'm gonna move on because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because I really don't care. You know, it's amazing that it takes a company losing $787 million to realize that they need to make some changes. But it really didn't cost them much because they get all that stuff. That's a write-off. When you get sued and your company has to pay off money, you can write that off on your taxes. Yeah, that's a loss. That's considered a business loss. Think about that for a moment. Yeah. Anyway, so how y'all doing, man? Church check-in. Come on, do the church check-in again, 4-piece check-in. I want to know what church you went to, who preached, what was the scripture, and what was the sermon title. That's what I want to know. Who preached, what was the scripture, and what was the sermon title for yesterday. So if I got some Ebenezer folk on here, come on, check in. If you was at Ebenezer on yesterday, you should be able to check in real good and real quick. Wherever church you went to, we want to know how your services were yesterday. I was excited about some of the services yesterday. I was glad. I was teasing Mr. Mark because you want to run all over the stage at the beginning of the service. But you know, it's always fun. It's always fun. I know, Tanya, it don't be fun for you, but it's. I know it don't be fun for you, but it be fun. Cause I just know you be going through sitting over there. Cause I can't see you up there. So I just say, oh Lord, okay, that's extra. I just say, oh Lord, I know something. I just know you up there saying some words. You saying some good gospel words up there in the church service. Oh God. But it's all good. It's all in fun. But let me see. Anybody let me see what's happening let me move over to the chat so I can see. That might help me so I can see if anybody, let's see. What's going on, Angela? Angela's the only one that's checked in. Go ahead and check in too. Let me know where you're listening from. I see Angela Johnson is on the line. Let me make sure I leave that in there. Pastor Angela, she's still a pastor. Pastor Angela Johnson is on the line. Who else is on it? Who else is watching? Come on, say something. Look, don't just sit back and watch and observe. Come on, you got to play a part. You got to play a part in this thing. You know what I was thinking about, and I don't know. And did we forget to watch the news Saturday night, or was I too busy watching the fight? I was too busy watching the fight.
Too busy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I wanted to know, how did the men on Michigan Avenue go?
Oh, there were photos, and
I saw, was Brandon Johnson down there? Or was that a different photo? Because I saw a picture of him, Telefair, and somebody else. I don't know if they was doing something over in the 29th Ward or if that was downtown. But it looked like they was picking up garbage, which make me believe it wasn't downtown.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going on? What up, bruh Tory? There he is, the good bishop, the high prelate himself. R.A. Torrey in the house. What's up, Miss Jefferson? What's going on? They're getting ready to celebrate their 10-year anniversary. God bless y'all. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, so you said there were some pictures or some photos. I wonder how it went. Like I said, I wish them the best. I was hoping that it would have been a good turn. I know the weather. I heard no incidents though. It was a quiet weekend. Yes, I'm assuming nobody. We didn't get any report. But how much of that is weather related, and how much of that was based off of what was waiting on them downtown? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they had the trucks out. They had the trucks all lined up on the street.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see those pictures. I saw that those pictures they had the trucks out blocking some of the road. And let me say this, it just looks bad. It looks really bad when you have to. Ari Torrey said weak photo op. Don't get me started. But it just looks bad when you have to block off. You have to block. It's going across the bottom.
Oh, I don't see. I never get to see it on Restream.
Oh, yeah, it's there. It's
there.
there.
Sad now.
Oh, that's because you on that end of Restream.
No, I'm on the right end.
Oh, okay.
It's still.
Yeah. One of the things that did. I know they had an the National Youth Violence Prevention Week started. Anti-violence program kicked off at Inglewood School. They kicked off on the south side of Chicago. That happened. It says, let me read this real quick. It says, as part of the National Youth Violence Prevention Week, hundreds of Chicago public school students took part in the anti-violence program Monday at Inglewood STEM High School. Just this weekend, at least 4 children in Chicago were shot, including one as young as 3. This is not the norm. No way our kids should be dying like this, said activist Sean Childs. We are in a state of emergency, and Chicago has to step up. I agree. As part of the National Youth Violence Prevention Week, a number of groups are urging the community to step up. Project Outreach Prevention, or POP, is kicking off the Peace, Unity, and Love Tour. The outreach is designed to challenge students, school officials, and community leaders to teach them effective methods of preventing violence, particularly in schools. We have to pray for our young people. We have to show them love. They may not have solid foundation at home, says Elder Calvin Brown, Friendly Temple Church of God in Christ. Christian hip-hop artist Michael Watson was going to be speaking somewhere. As soon as I said Michael Watson, I thought Randy Watson, but I'm going to move on. Yeah, Jaconda, I was talking about the pastors walking downtown. I don't know. I was wondering how that turned out. What was it? Did they have I'm assuming did they have a good turnout? I know it was cold, so maybe people didn't, and how many people actually showed up? I don't know. Other last little thing in news real quick.
Well,
go ahead. What you got?
Did you see did you watch Bill Maher?
No, what Bill Maher do?
He says, why aren't major black celebrities asking why black people are killing each other in cities like Chicago? He's talking about the celebrities that come from here.
Why aren't they asking questions?
He said, why aren't major asking why black people are killing each other in cities like Chicago?
Oh, okay. That's
you have Kanye, you have Jennifer, you have Common, you have people who may have been birthed here but live somewhere else. Who don't say anything. But
they rep Chicago when they go somewhere.
Right.
But they don't talk about Common has often. I've often heard him say stuff.
He's like
so has Kanye.
His voice has somebody. Well, no. Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, for Kanye, Common repped Chicago when Barbershop 3 came out, and so that whole thing about Chicago violence and everything else, that was a whole that whole movie and everything else like that. And then Kanye, it looks very hypocritical or something.
Okay.
When you have a concert here and you play Who Didn't Let the GDs in the Dough, we're gonna talk about the Chicago violence and everything.
Okay. That's an issue.
Right. And then you have what's his name? What's his name that I don't know if you saw they were talking about I forget his name, but he does the Kit Kat commercial and everything. and he went to Carnival, and they was up there like, you know, Mr. I love my wife, but you and everything else. He doesn't talk about the violence either and everything.
I know who you're talking about.
And then, you know, what happened to Lupe Fiasco? He has a whole foundation.
I forgot Lupe was from Chicago.
That we tried to reach out to.
I literally forgot Lupe Fiasco was from Chicago until you said his name. Because what is he has?
His sister has a foundation.
No, I mean, when was the last time he put out a record? And I'm old saying record, but you know, I just aged myself for a whole minute.
A LP.
Right, when last time he put out a record?
Like Chicago.
Let me.
Most of the
this is the Bill Maher quote.
Shootings are young black men killing other young black men. Is that not correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, much more than what the cops do. Why doesn't anybody talk about that? Well, I mean, why aren't there, 100 giant black celebrities who would have the respect of those people saying, "What are you doing to yourselves? Why are you killing each other?"
This is no way to live. This dishonors our community. Come on, we're better than this.
Right. I feel like it's never addressed. One in 3 children in America cannot read at a basic level of comprehension. 85% of black students lack proficiency in reading skills. We already spent a lot of money on schools. So you're going to keep telling me more money will fix this? Because I feel like this is much more connected to the problems of people who can't read. Yes, they're going to have problems with gainful employment. And it seems like, you know, a lot of times the solutions that come from the left seem symbolic. They don't seem like we're actually addressing what really needs to be done, is get kids learning.
All right. Thank you for bringing that up. So let me say this. I know
Some people felt some sort of type of way.
Some people are offended. So I'm reading some of the responses from our people. They call him Bill Maher a clown, and it just.
But like they say, only a hit dog will holler.
It says, because I'm reading, this is from the Daily Beast. This is a left leaning a left leaning news organization, the Daily Beast, and I want to read their response to Bill Maher's comments. Let me see if I can get a refresh over here. Is something running slow for some reason? It feel like it, but it ain't. Okay, here we go. He said Bill Maher had a lot to say about race and crime in Chicago on the most recent episode of Real Time. Most of it was boneheaded and wrong. That's what it says. So then it says, on Friday's Real Time with Bill Maher, the host argued with his desk, Daniel Besner, about race, crime, and poverty. Besner's international studies professor at the University of Washington, contributing editor at the socialist magazine Jacobin. Mayer said that most murders in Chicago are committed by young black men killing other young black men, and asked why black celebrities aren't speaking out about it. Mayer and another guest, conservative-leaning economist Glenn Lowry, insisted that Chicago's mayor-elect Brandon Johnson isn't showing moral leadership by speaking strongly enough about the crime. When Besner argued that the key to solution is more equal distribution of material resources, Mayer scoffed. He says, has the United States already spent lots of money on the war on poverty over the decades? Throwing more money at the problem surely won't solve anything. But I want to get down to, he says this. He says, a city that has been particularly afflicted by gang violence, where more linked to social conditions, socioeconomic conditions, the disbelief that there is anywhere to go in terms of improving your lot in society. I know some people are upset about what Bill Maher said. But I saw you just sent me some RE12. Let me pull it up on a different computer because I don't want to mess up nothing on the one I'm on. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if my chat is open over here. Yep, there it is. I don't know, because here's my deal with, like, LaTanya knows more about the hip hop artists from Chicago than I do. I know about Common, Kanye. I forgot about Lupe Fiasco, so I forgot all about that.
Why adolescent male elephants are becoming more aggressive.
What is that? Is that what you just sent me? Okay, I don't know what that is. I had to look at that off on a commercial break. But one of the things that I noticed is this. No, I'm not playing that because I need to know what it is first. All right, Tori. I'm going to let LaTanya listen to it, and she'll let me know what that is. But I am always interested in people getting upset when people point out facts. A lot of the killings, and you can be upset about it, but it still doesn't make it not true. It is a lot of us killing us in this city. In this city. White folks ain't pulling up on the block and shooting up black folks sitting on their porch. White folks ain't doing drive-bys shooting up other black folks in their cars. They not. Them black folks killing black folks. White folks ain't stealing Kias. They not. They're not coming into the city of Chicago stealing cars. They not. And I'm sorry, I didn't see a whole lot of white folks jumping on cars and tearing up stuff downtown Chicago. So let me say this. What's going on? What's going on, Eric Dixon? Let me say this, man. Let me say this. I wish, I'm not wish. Where are the fathers is a great question. All right, Tori, where are the fathers? We know where the fathers are. They're either not, the ones that are there. You have your fathers, then you have the baby makers. Let's be clear. We got plenty of baby makers. But the question is, where are the fathers? That's a very good question. But I'm not going to just say, where are the fathers? Can we just say, where are the parents? Because there is this message that's going out that is trying to say that it keeps coming back to economic opportunity, and that the disbursement of funds and in different areas is why you don't have is why we get the results that we get. But Bill Maher brought up an interesting point, and there's no lie to this because I work in the school system. The reading scores are horrible for African Americans in this city. It's public information. You can look it up. The reading score levels for elementary school children is horrible. Pull the reading score levels for high school children in the city of Chicago. They're not even on a high school reading level. Pull the reading levels on black children in the city of Chicago and look and see where their scores are. So I can't get mad when Bill Maher, because let me tell y'all when we get mad. Y'all got mad, y'all talk about him now, but y'all got mad when Bill Cosby said, pull your pants up, you can't even read. You can't even speak in complete sentences. Pull your damn pants. Y'all got mad at Bill. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all got real upset when Bill Cosby said the exact same thing. Y'all only want to get checked by us, but we not checking us when we need to. Where is the don't get mad at Bill Maher, because y'all like Bill Maher, because I mean, let's be honest, because some of y'all like, a lot of black folks like Donald Trump before he ran for president. Ain't nobody saying nothing. A lot of black folks like Donald Trump before he ran for president. Y'all did. Before he said he was going to run for president, before he all of a sudden went far to the right, a lot of y'all was liking Donald Trump. Tanya just said the same thing. A hit dog holler. I just find it's at some point, we have to take the ownership. We have to take the ownership to say we are making, for one, we constantly making babies without being ready for babies. We doing it, right? We keep doing that. That's not helping, right? So kids are already born. It's bad enough you're born with a you black and you're born, right? And then so there's already this feeling of a target on your back, right? There's already this look of of I'm going to go without unless my family is unless my family got all their stuff together, right? So you coming into a world without all of the resources that you should have, right? So then you made a good point, Regina. She said children are sent home to a parent that can't read. Yeah. You got parents. These are facts, and I know that's not a lie because I've talked to them. What you got?
I was responding to Regina's comment.
What she say?
Because it's very true.
Yeah.
Like when I worked in social service,
Mm-hmm.
the girl, however she spelled her daughter's name, I would never release that. It was not the way it was said and everything, and it was not because the parent wanted a unique spelling. It's because she lacked reading skills.
Wow.
And everything, and like we tried to identify before she had that baby, like she would write down her grocery list, and of course it would be spelled wrong, but what we're trying to do is give you daily living skills and everything, so we can't work on the spelling and everything, like you close to it. With like however you spell potatoes, you close to it. We know what you want and everything else like that. You're making that, you're making that stride to try to. And so I often wonder, because when I left social service, I often wonder about her kid and how she's doing, because like it's hard when you have a parent who had who can't read and everything. It's very, I know it has to be hard. I just wonder about that child right now. She has to be like 10 plus at this moment now, and so yeah, it's out there. But I also want to say this. I know you said babies having babies.
Yes.
And I had thought about this. And this is way before Bill Maher. I said out here, okay. I know black people think, oh, we just can't catch a break and everything. And then, as black women, oh, we just can't, women in general can't catch a break. So I was thinking about, the simple fact of how you say young people are having babies, and, what is our definition of young people? Because I think about how doctors now have labeled, if you don't have a baby by 30, or if it's after 30, you're now called a geriatric
Parent? Really?
Parent. Yeah, because and so
The foolishness of it all.
So it's labeled that, and they often say oh, it's this, and you're gonna have to do these tests and everything else. And I was like, so I mean, you hear these things. That's if somebody is mindful. If it is that 20-something that is mindful, like, oh, I don't want to be labeled a geriatric pregnancy and everything else like that. It's this pressure and everything. And I think it's an unwanted pressure, because I know our population, even though we're climbing, the black population is declining. So it's like, I feel like this is there's a, I hate to say it, conspiracy to have us have these babies that, number one, we can't afford them.
So let's break a lot of that down. I want to get to some of the comments. Felicia gonna say that's Apple's fault because they got acronyms for everything.
No, this was way before.
Yeah, I know. Ari Tori says that's part of the problem. We have been engineered to be our own worst enemy, and the ones that have no voice hurt the most. That's why children are our oppressors. Wow, that's good. That's good. Isaiah 3:12. I'm gonna pull that up. Then he says 3, 1, 2. Then Shiante says children are commodities and accessories now. Wow, that's also good. Let's see. Felicia says, okay, she hasn't read hers. She said, really, most of the kids speak English for their Spanish-speaking parents. It's okay for them. I always do find that interesting, that Hispanic children whose parents can't speak English learn English and read very good. Hispanic children whose parents can't speak English, their children speak English fairly well and read fairly well. And I wonder, is that because, go ahead.
I think it's because, like, just if we had that same, like, not that whole downtrodden, lifestyle back in the day, but, some of these people have migrated. And so they have put it on their child to be like, we're fit to go here, and I'm going to need you to help mommy and daddy and everything else like that, and I'm going to need your help. And these kids put their all, the Hispanic community put their all into learning the language and getting more education and everything else like that. They put their all into
But
it.
that the Hispanic, and I don't have anybody that's real tight close to me that I can say this about their Hispanic family, so it's kind of hard. So I don't want to generalize. But what I believe is happening is in our neighborhoods, where it's every man for themselves, and in their neighborhoods, we got you.
Well, I mean,
we got you.
But you know that is very true,
right? But again,
and how do we break that norm and everything else like that?
Because I can't say nothing to your kids.
But also,
I can't say nothing to your kids.
You want to talk about, like, but I said that about being. How about we start that from the inside? These are the same people that live 6, 8 deep in the house and everything else, and then they go get another house next door.
But again,
and we don't do that.
That drive. So if you have parents, and I would love to speak to somebody about this. Who I know y'all work. I think Regina works in the social system. What is it called?
Social service.
Thank you, social service or mental health, whatever. These parents are. I know a lot of them are overworked, but somebody had a good point earlier that. Jaconda, that's what it was. Jaconda said, so it seems the main point was putting people to work and not putting the importance of education. Yes. It's one thing. Why does it have to be one or the other instead of one and? Why does it have to be go to work? Don't worry about this. Because you're going to work. You know what I thought about? I was talking to my auntie earlier about Denzel Washington movies. And because she got a new streaming service that's a little different than Hot Shots, by the way. But anyway, we were talking about Denzel Washington movies, and we were talking about Fences. And if you noticed in Fences, one of the side story in the movie Fences was what was going on down at the garbage place, and the Denzel's character thought he was getting fired. He thought he was getting fired, and he had to go down to the office to meet with the people. And come to find out, they promoted him to driver. But the underlying story was he couldn't read. He couldn't read. And if you go back and watch that movie, when the brother got locked away and they said, Denzel signed the paper, he said, I ain't signed no paper. And he was like, yeah, you did. He signed it not knowing what he signed. So this is this happened in the church, because think about it. A lot of pastors back in the day were illiterate. Huh? So now you have this push towards, it's no longer, everybody's getting, you graduate high school, you go to college, but then they go to college and they're ill prepared because they have no social skills. Being on Facebook and Instagram doesn't teach you social skills. It teaches you social media skills, but it does not teach you social skills. So you don't know how to deal with people outside of, let me type it on social media. And they're learning the hard way. That's why when we ask kids to write, like some of the kids, they found out what their finals were going to be today. And so they all walking around with long faces. Like, he want us to write a 5-page or 6-page paper. And I'm like, you crying now? You talking about going to college and you crying about a 5-page paper? 5 pages for your final? You crying?
That just literally says they are not
prepared.
ready. And
this is at a college prep school.
But
So imagine
that that's the exterior, because I came from St. Mel, and so
Right.
that was like, the bragging point was 100%
Always.
accepted to college.
How many graduate?
Do the math.
Do the real math.
Like, do the math, because I before the whole thing of, like I said before, the whole thing of take a year off and everything, I solely believe I needed that. I wish that was a catchphrase, for that, and I kind of felt it, but I didn't have the skill set or the verbal, to say like, I just want to wait. All I kept hearing was, and I don't know if my family read my face and everything else like that, to stop me. There's like, if you don't go, you're never gonna go, and everything else like that. And that, they said that to me, and I was looking like, that's not necessarily true, and everything. But I really felt like, because I just really felt like, But I also wanted to say, if you will read the Lincoln College article, the school that Jalen used to attend that closed, about how the teacher said a lot of those students were not ready. Yeah, it was a place for them. Yeah, and everything, and so it's a lot of them are struggling now. Some of them are thriving and everything else like that. But just that whole thing, it wasn't about COVID. They weren't ready. They weren't at math level. They weren't at reading level and everything. And what I find really biased is that a lot of schools now, they make some of the kids, but it look like it's more the black and browns, take these pre-classes that have that have a credit, but they won't transfer over. Like, Taylor had to take one. And I'm like, this girl know nothing but studying and everything. But she's out of that and everything else like that. It's everybody else that, they keep, it's like a college study hall.
So let me, I want to address something. And I wholeheartedly agree, because I ask the question all the time, because I teach college prep. One of my classes in the first part of the year is all college prep. So we're preparing kids for college. But one of the things we found out is, because I asked the question, because I work at a school where we have 100% acceptance rate to four-year colleges. Everybody gets accepted. That's a beautiful number. But then the question is, from that 100% every year, what percentage, show me the scale 4 years ago who graduated, and then show me the next one, and the next one, and the next, and the next. What's that percentage of graduates? What's the percentage of either stayed in school? What's the percentage of dropped out?
Nobody wants to do that math.
But you have to.
I mean,
because in order to fix
you could go to every school. I literally have said that no one wants to do that math.
And the numbers are there. They just don't want to. They don't want to. Yeah, because it's going to be, because to go from excuse me, to saying 100% acceptance to 30% graduation, then something ain't right. Because it's just like, because then it's like we're preparing the kid for college, but not preparing the kid. It's almost the same thing as what we complain about with kids in testing. We're teaching the kids how to pass the test. We're preparing them for the standardized test, but they can't function. So, but we're preparing you for the test. It's like the school system. We're teaching towards the test. Everything is teaching so that they can learn how to pass the test. But then, so now if we're teaching so that they only can go to college, it feels like the responsibility has to be, not only do we want you to go, but we want you to be able to go and then live. But I want to address some comments that were made, because some of y'all made some good comments. Felicia says, my family migrated from Mississippi and brought the whole family up here in the 60s. Ari Tori, you made a comment that I really want to address. He says, Hispanics have a culture and history. What's ours? I used to jump on that when people say that. We don't have a culture. They brought their culture with them when they came over here. It was different when we didn't know what our culture was, because we didn't have access to the information. In the 1970s, when I was born in 1970, So any information when I got of reading age where I was really, did somebody just come in? I'm gonna figure out where that light just came on in the hallway.
It does that sometimes.
Okay. When I got to the age of, where I was reading and reading for understanding, in order for me to have gotten information, I would have had to gotten it from an encyclopedia for history, which I wasn't going to do. I wasn't interested in finding out, right? We're talking in the 80s, even in the 90s. We're still talking no internet, right? 90s, we're talking America Online and just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, Netscape and some other options for online services. So the information was not readily available, not as easy. Now there is no excuse for not knowing what your culture was, and you can shape your own. We cannot use the excuse of, yes, you can use the fact that we weren't denied the same level of opportunities. That's not an excuse. That is a fact. But now the opportunities are there, and we are not taking advantage of said opportunities. We are not taking advantage of the opportunities. We are, it's right now, we have kids more concerned about getting the bag than learning how to read. I'm chasing the bag, but you can't read. You can barely spell bag, but you chasing the bag. You want a Louis Vuitton, but can you spell Louis Vuitton? I'm sure they can spell Prada. But you want all this stuff, but are you willing to put in the work for it? Angela says, see, my teachers didn't play no games. You would do the 5 pages or else. Well, I'd rather write than Kathy come up to the school. I know that's right. Let's see. Regina says, a high school diploma was enough to take care of a family. Yeah, then you need it. Associate degree, too many of us was getting that one. Yep. Now you need a bachelor's degree. That'll get you an entry-level job if you're not licensed RN, LCSW graduate school. You need to come out with a licensed folks with PhDs applying for bachelor levels. It's all crazy. True. Brother Tori's about to get fired up. Everybody wants our culture. They just don't want us. Ari Tori says, that's good. That's a good point, Felicia. It's not value, Dana. These children only care about Grand Theft Auto and playing out. So, again, and I am weak. You can open up. If let's just say let's do hypotheticals. Then we're gonna move on because it's almost 8:00. Let's do hypotheticals. We open up 5. Let's say 2 new community centers open up on the west side and the south side of Chicago. Community centers that at any given time can hold about 600 or 700 kids, or 5. That's 1,000 kids. That's 1,000 kids off the street, supposedly on the south side, and 1,000 plus kids off the street on the west side. Are they going to go? Because are the parents going to make sure they go? Because we talked about this Friday. You were saying that some of the programs were already overbooked. Like people were fighting to get on list and all that. And I agree. I understand that. But we have to, ain't nobody going to love us like we going to love ourselves. And until we start putting that onus on, you know what, on our neighbors and on ourselves, it starts right where we are. And when we say it starts at home, I mean, even if you living in a building with other people, if the lady upstairs from you got 3 kids and they don't go to school, you need to be asking her. And I know people like, that ain't your business. It used to be, though. It used to be our business. Regina says, many teachers are afraid to deal with Lil Mo's mama, and instead of confrontation, he gets an A. Let me tell you, let me share something with y'all. I had this conversation with a teacher today. So at my school, we have advisory classes. And advisory are set up so that if you are a student who is struggling in a class, you can go to advisory after school and during school, during your lunch breaks, to get to either do makeup work or to get help in that particular subject. And different teachers host advisories, right? So you have math, the math department, they host advisories. The history department, they host advisories. So there's always an opportunity for you to get help. So I have, my main classes I teach are all seniors. So right now my class is consumer economics. I currently have about 4 to 5 students who are struggling in consumer economics. I have one student who a teacher sent me an email, his advisory teacher, sent me an email saying, hey, what can you do? What can student A do to get his grade up? And so I said, this is what student A can do. I said, most of the work is in class work. It's not homework. I'm not a proponent of a lot of homework. It's in class work. Why do I do it in class? So you can get the help you need in class. But if you choose to come to class and be on your phone and not turn your work in. So we are 9 days away from the last progress report of the year. 9 days away from the last progress report and then the final report card. I currently have 4 seniors that are not passing my class. And if they don't pass my class, guess who's not? They're not graduating. They're not graduating. You cannot, it's not an option, right? So this student today decides he's working in a module that I created. He's working in this module. We're working on investing right now. So he's working a module. But he's got his phone, and I'm watching on my computer where he's at in the module. He is on his phone, scrolling, talking about I'm working. But you're not, because everybody else is doing the work, and you're scrolling on your phone. So then when I put the infraction in for him being on his phone, he came up to me, because in the infraction I said, student on his device, and gave every opportunity to get off his device. And he chose to stay on his device. So then he comes up to me, and rather than say, my bad, the question he comes to me is, when did I have opportunity to put it down? That's the question. When did but then he says, but I was working while I was on my phone. I said, you didn't hear me say, I don't want to give out any infractions today? No, because I had my earphones in.
You going all the way to jail. Sir.
So
please don't speak without your attorney.
Right. So what you just said to me was, not only were you on your phone, you was listening to music in your head, which is why you didn't hear what I was saying to the class. But then you got other teachers, because you don't want to come to me, because see, and this is why I told the teacher today. I told him, please, do me a favor and do yourself a favor. I said, don't ask me any more questions about this student. None. He knows what he has to do. And if he's got questions about what work he needs to be done, he needs to come see me directly in class during the time when he's in my classroom. Not come to you, having you send me an email asking, what can I do to pass this class? Because you ain't the one that's got to do the work. And you ain't the one that's got to grade the late work when he turn it in. So again, we have been babyfying our children. We have been holding their hands. I understand what the pandemic did, but guess what? Every child in America went through it. Every child in America. Every child in America was at home. All the schools in the country closed. Every last one of them. White, black, blue, brown, orange, alien, illegal, legal, underground, Earth, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, all of them.
Great send-off mission. That's what Felicia wrote. You know what we do. We salute.
Right. Every one of them was closed. At some point, we going to say, all right, we're moving. The opportunity is there. The help is there. The help is there. But we have to, so now, why as a teacher, do I have to then contact the parent? Because I have to send out the preemptive strike. Just FYI, before you buy that graduation suit, before you pay for a prom ticket, you might want to check and see if little Junebug graduate. Before you buy that prom ticket. Before you're right. And we talked about that earlier at the beginning of the show, Felicia, Lemonade and Tucker. Jaconda said we've been putting the blame on teachers when the students aren't doing the work and then the parent. Yes. I told y'all, parent-teacher conference at my school, I saw 5 parents. I teach 41 seniors. I saw 5 parents. Yes.
Shiante said, and she's very much right, because I think I didn't say it like that.
What's that?
She said we've been treating our children like sex. I got mad. You need to get yours. We have said it in the fact of like I graduated 8th grade. I ain't got to go we trying.
That's the one
I get what she's saying, because we when you're trying to get through these kids and everything and try to stress the importance of an education and everything, the last black communication yelling program is like, I done already graduated 8th grade. What about you? I done graduated high school. What about you?
Yeah.
I done done this.
Yeah.
And everything. So I get what she's saying. And I just wish our children would learn, when you are doing better, everything in life gets better.
When you put forth some effort, some real effort, if things do become a little bit easier, it's a little easier. It's easier to manage. Fleet says the parent-teacher conference mandatory. Parent-teacher conferences, even if, I guess here's my
Providence St. Mary. You remember you get a $20 fine.
Let me answer your question. No, they're not mandatory at my school. Let me answer that question first. Are the schools you guys teach at? My school is majority black. Yes. West side of Chicago, 98.9% black. Got a couple of Hispanics and a handful of Europeans. So I would say it's about 95% African American. And then even when we moved, watch this, let me be clear now. Parent-teacher conferences are not just in person. They're also via Zoom. So you can do it remotely. For the people that say, I can't leave work, or by the time I get off work, I can't get there. So you can do it remotely from your car. And don't say you can't, because y'all FaceTime all day, every day.
To the ceiling.
All day. Y'all FaceTime y'all kids.
To the ceiling.
All day, every day.
I know
what
they ain't looking at your face. Like.
They looking at the wall. You talking into the bottom of the phone, FaceTiming. So don't say what so you clearly have the equipment, you have the technology, but you're not interested. So no, parent-teacher conferences are not mandatory, but if your child is failing his or her classes, somewhere in my little brain, I would think I need to check in to see why little Johnny is failing social studies, religion, and math. I feel like I need to talk to his teacher before I buy little Johnny another pair of Yeezys.
They don't want those.
Oh, they don't want those no more?
No, that stock went down.
Oh, they done messed up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They just want the new dunks.
Okay. What's them?
Jordans.
Oh, some
Nikes.
Jordans.
Nikes.
Oh, Nikes. Okay, sorry. Are the grades and assignments posted online? Yes. Ask me, do the parents read the grades online? No. I literally talked to a parent the other day and said, I trusted my child that he was doing right now. See, I got to check up on him. That's literally what the parent said to me. I trusted my child when he said he was doing fine. Now I see I got to check up on him. I took his car keys away. What? Again.
What was the give? Like
privileged. The privilege is real.
You have car keys. So every week I'm going to check and be like, all right, your grades are above 80 or however I feel comfortable with. Okay, here are your keys. She missed the mark.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Just big giant
Big time.
steps of,
Big time.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk about her parent skills.
But your children.
But that's a failure.
But this again, this goes back to what Jaconda said earlier. This is a child that goes to work every day, leaves school and goes to work, works a job. So this child feels like, I go to work, I make my own money, I can do what I want to do. You still live in the house with me. No, you don't. You don't pay no rent. You don't pay no light. You don't pay no gas. You don't pay no water. You don't do nothing. But you feel like because he goes to work every day at his little job and he get his little $300-$400 on his check, he feel like he can do what he want to do. And
I remember I would just use grades as a barter system just so I could
you give and
go,
you get.
just so I can go somewhere and everything else. I'll be
What
like,
you got
look,
today, boss?
I'll be like, look, Ma, look, I got an 85 here and da 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 da, and you know, and whatnot and whatnot. Can I do this, or like, you know, can I be in this other extracurricular activity? I won't fail. If I do, like, you know, you can stash me out and everything. It's no bartering. These parents are scared.
There is, and that's exactly.
I thought
it ain't just the teachers; it's the parents.
I thought these parents came from the Nuck If You Buck Academy.
No, you your group is the last of the Nuck in the Buck. They are. The kids who had the 2000 parents, the kids who had parents, the parents who had kids in the 2000s is the last of the Nuck in Your Buck parents. Because these parents who had kids in 2008 and 9 and 10, they some punk parents. They some punks. These parents that had kids in 2008, 9, and 10, these Obama parents, the ones that had kids the year Obama got in office, they some punks. Because them the ones, because I have their children now in high school. And I can just tell by the conversation. Anytime you can come into me and all of your conversation is, my mama gets on my nerves. I was afraid to say that, and there was no way my mama could even hear me. Or when you say that B works my nerves. She's talking about she gonna take my phone.
Yeah, you right. Because I remember, I just thought it was really crass. One of the parents was she was talking about one of her children, and she's like, I can't wait. She was waiting on the moment for her child to buck up so she could put her down to the ground.
Yeah,
and she was waiting for the moment. She said it. She said what she said was so crass. I was like, well, doggone, and everything. But like you said right now, those 2008 kids, like, you know, they came from the bat parents.
Yeah,
and you know what the bat is.
Yeah, these kids. Yeah. Those parents are and don't tell me it's because they didn't have opportunities and stuff. Don't tell me that. Stop. Everything can't be blamed on the system. I recognize the errors in the system, right? And then now, you know, and again, I'm not here to have the pro-life, pro-abortion conversation. I'm not here for that conversation today. Because I know what the law says. But I'll say this again. There's a difference between pro-life and pro-birth. Because the pro-life people ain't the pro-life people are really pro-birth people. They want you to have the baby. Because having the baby without any support puts you on the system. And then in order to get the most from the system, you have to stay financially dependent. But you know what though? You can still whoop some behind, Jaconda. I ain't saying be abusive, but you can still whoop some behind in your house. You can handle your business. You can handle your business in your house. Now, if you sending your kid to school with black eyes and whelp marks on their face, then you done did too much. But you can handle your business.
I just remember back in the day, I would tell my kids, and I'm sorry, I would tell them, I was like, you know, if you think they finna take me out the house, you're sadly mistaken. They're gonna take you. They're taking you for 30 days.
They're taking you.
So you don't know where you're going for 30 days.
What
and you don't know what kind of lifestyle these people are, how they're gonna treat you.
And guess what?
So I'm gonna be all right.
When they come take you, let me be real clear. See, this is a real conversation y'all need to have. When you call the people on me and they come taking you, they taking you with whatever you got on. because nothing that I bought is leaving the house. Now, keep that in mind, too. So you think you got to have it, the phone is staying, everything, you can have whatever you got on, that's what you wearing out the door. I'm going to let you have that. So mind you, when they come to get you out the house, take your little Louis Vuitton purse. You can take it with you. Take it you take the phone if you want to. It's going to be off. Go right ahead.
Deactivated.
It's off. Yeah, go right ahead. Matter of fact, I'm putting stolen mode. You can't even get it turned on. No, it's dead. So go ahead and call the people. You're not doing it. We got to stop being afraid. These kids run and do what they want to do because because we have allowed, and I'm saying we because I'm out here. I'm one of us. But we have allowed them to run rampant without any consequences. Because we got the don't demonize the kid. Yeah, okay. That kid was kicking the car because he depressed. That kid was twerking on the car. That little boy, whatever that was twerking on top of that truck and jumping on the hood because he needed the opportunity he needed a gym to be open to shoot baskets at 12 o'clock at night. He needed a gym somewhere to be open. Maybe a dance team or something. The little boy that was twerking on top of the truck that last 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
If it was a community center open, he could have been twerking at the community center, I guess. He wouldn't have been twerking on top of the car.
You know, just going downtown used to just be an elite thing. Now you got to just go there. They go down there and just be broke and cute and everything. Like, cause you don't have any money.
Broke though?
Yeah, ain't no Claire's, ain't no Five Below for them to gather nothing.
She
The Victoria's
said
Secret
Claire's.
gone from the water tower. You have destroyed everything. Like, you have destroyed everything. There's no water tower to go to. State Street looking like it used to look back in the late 1990s now.
Yeah.
Everything, it's a part of it is COVID, but also it was because everybody tore up something.
Yeah. Felicia says, I watch Judge Alex Kim all the time, kids sentencing hearings. These kids are doing adult crimes at 12. Well, yeah, they still in cars. Felicia said detention. They took detention out of schools. That was part of it. It reminded them of prison. But where do you think they're going to go if they keep kicking people's cars? Where do you think they're going to go if they keep stealing cars? Grand Theft Auto was a real thing.
We had work suspension.
They don't do, right. Regina Syke, that's your last time in my house, period. I know that's right. She said, ask my daughter, I don't play no game. Felicia said, my question is, what's the difference between those children and the kids from Highland Park? Which kids from Highland Park? The shooting kids? Which kids we talking about? Felicia, help me out. Because the difference is, you talking about the kids that did the Highland Park kid that did the shooting? Help me out, because I'm just so I can know so I can speak in somewhat intelligently on what you're talking about. Hey, Miss Bernice. She said, my neighbor called me to say my 18-year-old was shooting dice in her backyard with his friends. I came out from my job on the corner with the broom and ran him home in the middle of the block. I know that's right. I couldn't even touch dice.
I just remember, like, back in the day, I was 14, 15. Everybody knew Tanya the Welch family didn't play that. Tanya really didn't leave the block and everything. I left.
Tanya couldn't come outside, y'all.
I didn't. And I barely even crossed the street. And I remember, and I had to be 14, and this time now I'm taking the bus to St. Mel. And somebody called my grandmother to say they saw me around the corner.
Wow.
And everything. But I was traveling back home. And those times are gone.
Wow. Yeah, I hear you. I recognize that. Felicia said the kid from Highland Park that shot at the parade. Yeah, what's the difference between those kids? Watch this. The kid that shot up the parade, we gonna say that he shot up because he didn't have opportunities. He was denied. He didn't have a community center to go to. He didn't have a 12 o'clock midnight basketball camp he could go to. No, he probably threw a tantrum. And his gun was probably legal. Schools are not allowed to discipline kids because it'll make them feel bad. Oh, yeah, of course. Shante said, can we just set something up to educate these young folks? We talked about this. And it probably would be a great ministry in a church. But life skills. To have some people come out. To have some, they didn't kill anybody.
Well, last year we had that boy that did get shot that died at the beam.
Right. No, they didn't kill anybody, Felicia, but some kids did get shot downtown two weeks ago. And they robbed people. They robbed people. They shot some people.
They damaged vehicles.
They tore up some stuff. Yeah, the dude killed somebody in Highland Park. What's the difference?
Mob action.
Wasn't no mob action. He showed up to kill some people at Highland Park.
I'm talking about our kids.
No, I'm talking about the difference because she's saying, what's the difference? I'm confused by your question, so help me out. Maybe you ought to call in and ask the question. I forgot to call the number. 323-870-4375 is the calling number. 323-870-4375. Call in and ask your question so that way I know what you're talking about. So I'm not waiting for the thing to pop up and I try to read it off the thing. All right. Let's do this. It is 8:10. Yeah, we supposed to stop at 8 o'clock. Let's take a quick break. And when we come back, if we got a call, I'll take the call. Otherwise, we're going to move on. But I let me say this before I take the break. It would be a great ministry opportunity. Not every church, because everybody is not equipped. But to teach parents some to set up some stuff, especially for single parents or non-married parents. Because you have kids who are having babies with folks and they ain't married, they ain't living in the same house, so they got to learn how to figure out stuff too. And I know it goes against everything against the church, but guess what? It's happening. I ain't saying the church condones it, but the church ought to be able to say, hey, you know what? You in this situation, this is what we can do. How y'all gonna handle this? Let's talk about this scenario. How often are you going to be checking? How often do you think you should be checking up on your kids' grades? How often do you think you should be in contact with your child's teacher? The kid from Highland Park, okay, your question is, why are the kids downtown demonized more than the kid from Highland Park? I don't think so. Because the kid from Highland Park that did the shooting was all over the national news. He was all over the national news for showing up at this rally and doing a shooting. One kid showed up at a rally, did some shooting. 2,000 kids showed up downtown and tried to tear up some stuff, robbed visitors, beat up tourists, tore up cars, and shot 3 people. Help the parent heal the child. Yeah. That's good, Regina. Help the parent heal the child. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump into our conversation. 3 relationships that keep first-time guests attending your church. But in the meantime, we're going to jump into this song. I'm going to play it as soon as I can find it again. Okay, there she go, right there. There it is right there. We're going to play this little bit of Blessed Assurance, Peral Shanti. I like this song, y'all. We're going to get on the show real soon. Be right back. 2 T's, 1 L, 1 O, TTLO Radio.
Glory divine. praise him. Because he's made a way. Clap your hands and praise him. Praise him. Let's praise him. Do your dance, let's praise him. He's opened many doors. He's been so good, let's praise him.
Hey, this song hit. It's all right with me here. Come on. Hey. Hey, y'all hear this? This song is a hit here. We coming on back, coming on back, coming on back. Y'all can download this single. You can download this single on any of your streaming services. Spotify, iTunes. What is it? Apple Music. Amazon Music. Anyway, you can download it there. It's Peral Shanti. In case y'all don't know who she is, she was instrumental during our pandemic times over here at the church. So y'all check it out. It's Blessed Assurance. That's her new single. Her new single is out, been out. We're going to have on the show real soon. Just going to work out the time. If you let me know what Friday you're available, Peral. Let me know what Friday. She on here too. I just saw that. Let me know what Friday. Let me know what Friday. Let me know what Friday you are available. You come on in and hang out with us. And, maybe I can get a singing lesson or two. Check on my me's and my. What?
No, you should have a singing lesson. I'm working on being more encouraging.
You working on being more encouraging?
Yeah. Maybe in turn you'll be encouraging to me.
I'm always encouraging to you.
The best.
What you say? What you say? That's what we on. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Really? And then she gonna say help Father. Never mind. Peral, never mind. See, y'all over here, y'all some haters. I just want to sing for the Lord. And see, and I ain't trying to sing stuff that's out of my
Peral, if you can keep him
Here we go.
from crooning to the point I don't want nobody to throw nothing on the stage. Just make it settle, make it godlike.
Let me share something with y'all. So I told y'all, I work at a Christian school, so I keep music. When my class starts, people walk in my classroom, my music is on. Like, it stays on. So I'm always playing some gospel music in my classroom. So I was playing some music earlier, and I was playing this song by Beverly Crawford. It's called I Owe It All to Jesus. I Owe It All Jesus, right? Check it out. Peral, listen to that song, because if you learn that song, boy, I'm going to tell you right now. Are you going to be here on Mother's Day? I need you. Where you going to be at on Mother's Day? I need you to come over here on Sunday. Where you at on Mother's Day? And bring your mama with you. How about that? Mother's Day. There you go. Because I got to preach Mother's Day. You should make yourself available. Anyway, there's a song called I Owe It All to Jesus, right? And so Moses Tyson is on the organ. He played a song, whatever. So the organ, I love it because I like a good organ. I like a good Hammond B3. So anyway, he said, let's hear solo from you, Dan. Really, Tori? See, he got jokes too. Everybody won't come for me. It's okay though. It's okay. You open the door. You open the door. It's okay.
I am being encouraging with in turn that you will be encouraging to me. When I'm acting up and being silly, you won't give me that sit your down look, okay?
Anyway, right, she said I'm sitting there, so she just hollered. Right, tell your mama to bring you to church on Mother's Day. Right, that way I know you coming. Right, and then look, y'all can do a duet. Come on up in here. But anyway, I was at I was at my desk listening to my gospel music. So the little girl that knows Taylor, that goes to Freedom, she was like, Dr. King, do you play the organ? I was like, nah. I said, the Lord knew what he was doing. I said, because I told him, I said, if I played organ, if I knew how to play the organ, I told him, I said, I would probably be the biggest hoe in church ever. I did. I said it out loud. I would. The Lord knew what he was doing. He did.
You need to play a sound for yourself. Yeah.
The Lord knew what he was doing. It's just like when I was in the marching band.
You're right, because
It's just like when I was in the marching band.
let's just say if you did know how to play the organ,
Yeah.
and I was married to you, we're gonna have, ladies and gentlemen, over here in this ring, Wayne. She don't play about her man.
No, I just know me. If I was the organ, that's like I wanted to play saxophone. Cause saxophone, like if I played saxophone, cause you know when I was like, all the saxophone players got all the girls, cause it was just something about being able to make that noise with that saxophone, right? They could just play. You know, you over in the corner. Like my uncle John used to play the bass, right? John used to be the coolest dude ever. He was left-handed too, so he was a left-handed bass player. He was over there just thumping away. You know, all that. Pastor Person said, don't forget, promote the hymn sing. Absolutely. We don't have that.
I got it.
Oh, you do got it. Boom. Yeah. All right. Let me do this real quick. Put that up there. Big.
I
Yeah.
need to do it bigger.
You're going to do it bigger. All right. So check this out, y'all. Sunday. What time is it? 4 o'clock? Yeah, 4 o'clock. Sunday. Y'all, hey, look, this is what I need y'all to do. Y'all ain't doing nothing Sunday afternoon. Is it fifth Sunday? It is fifth Sunday, too.
Sunday.
It's fifth Sunday. Fifth Sunday. This coming Sunday. Chicago sings hymns. I need to pull it up on my own screen so I can read it.
Do.
Let me pull it up over here. But Chicago sings hymns. I need y'all to come out to the church house this Sunday. Guess what? It ain't a bad seat in the house. Where is it at? There it is right there. Chicago sings hymns. Join us for a hymn festival celebration. All are welcome as we gather together and explore the vast treasures featured in this book. You can purchase a hymn. Look now, watch this. The hymn sing, Chicago Sings Hymns is free. And it don't cost you nothing to get in. Now, what you can, if you want to spend some money, you can. If you choose not to, you ain't got to. But they want you to buy one of these brand new hymnals, right? They got a brand new set of hymnals that are getting ready to be released, and they got them. They're going to be $20 for the book. But all of the hymns are in there. And we asking folk to come. If you can sing, look, we need some folk in the choir, because we trying to fill up all 60, is it 60 choir stand seats up there? I think it's 50, it's 60, 62. Might be 62 choir stand seats. We trying to fill up the choir stand so we can sing these hymns. So y'all come on out here, cause I'm gonna be ready. I ain't gonna sing, but I'm gonna be ready.
You sure ain't gonna sing.
I ain't gonna sing. I'm gonna be ready. I might sing one hymn. I know a few. Now I know a few. Long as that, all them blood hymns. I know the blood hymns. Anything to do with the blood, I'm good on them. I know them.
Is the one WC used to sing, "The Twinkling of the Eye"?
In the twinkling of an eye.
Is that a hymn?
I don't. One day he fed the day. Oh yes. What's that song? 5,000 so he fed. Oh yes. I don't know the name of that song. What's the name of that song? Y'all know what song that is? The song that he say 5,000 souls he fed. Oh yes. The choir sing that. Something. Da-dum. Oh. I can't think of the name of the song. What is the name of that song? Oh my God. And then it says something about in the twinkling of an eye. Oh my God. I cannot think of the name of that song right now. Where WC at? He said we can do it as long as he leave. You know what? See what I'm saying? You can do that solo all by yourself, sir. That's okay. Because I'm going to tell you, I have been known to walk off the stage. I ain't finna never I ain't going to look. No. What is the name of that doggone song? Y'all know what song I'm talking about? One day he, oh God. It's like If I could get the chorus, I could tell you the name of the song. What a mighty God. It's not what a mighty God we serve. It's what a mighty God we serve. Hold on. I think it's what a mighty God we serve, but I don't think it's the Hezekiah Walker version. I think it's the old. Is it a hymn? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Where's Shantae at? She the hymnologist on here right now. Is that song a hymn? What a mighty God we serve? Wait a minute. We got to grab that hymnal right there.
It ain't like the hymnal got an index.
It does.
Hold on.
We got a hymnal in here. Get that hymnal.
Hold, please.
No, it's not go tell. Now she gonna say is go tell it on the mountain. You know what? No, Jaconda, it's not go tell it on the mountain. Thank you, baby. Let me see. Let's see here. Ooh, the words is so small. This is Claude Hemmers. I need a microscope to read this. Let's see. What song did we say it was? What a friend we have in Jesus. That ain't it. What a wonderful change. I bet it's in that other hymnal. Do we got one of them, the newer hymnals, the white one in here? We don't have one of them in here, do we? What she said?
She said you are not helping. See, because the way we forget, we'll have it and then you'll mess it up.
What's the song? Don't make me text WC Rice. Eddie Williams III. Hey man, come on the show, man. You ain't been on here since you have you been on the show?
I haven't heard of Eddie Williams III.
Metropolitan, West Side.
West Side? No, I haven't.
Yeah, he the West Side. Yeah, Eddie, good old Eddie Williams. Bless his ministry. He's the pastor over there at the Metropolitan Missionary Baptist Church on the west side of Chicago. I believe it's on Warren. Are you on Warren or Washington? Which one, sir? Help me out. Warren or Washington? I can't remember the exact address over there. What's the name of the song? I'm on Hummer. It's I promise you, I can't think of the name of the word. What is the name of the song? Oh, look, he hollering frat. Now he comes. See, I knew it. It's a little bit too much black and gold up in here. What's the I am. It's gonna bother me. You know what? I know what to do. Where Christina at? Let me send Christina a message. Christina gonna know right away. Watch. She probably gonna be laughing. How come I can't send no? What is wrong over here? Oh, that's because this him saying thing is still up on my screen. All right. Let's anyway. That should be right there. All right. All right, I'm sending her a message right now. It's on your. My typing skills is fun on things in the twinkling of an eye. That's all the part I know. Yeah. Because they say something about 5,000 souls he fed. Oh, yes. She said something about twinkle, twinkle. 21, what did he say? Oh, the address. Man, y'all too safe for me. 2131 West Washington. No, 2151 West Washington, Metropolitan. Metropolitan, a big old church on the west side. Big old church over there on the west side. Metropolitan, that's my great-grandmama's old home church. That was the church she joined when she migrated up here from Monroe, Louisiana. No, not Monroe, Louisiana. Yeah, it was Monroe, Louisiana. When she migrated up here, that was her church, Metropolitan, under the late Ledbetter, not Ledbetter the third or the second. It was his daddy, his granddaddy. He was her pastor originally, Ledbetter, and then let me see, Jesse Taylor. Jesse Taylor was the pastor over there, and then they put him out. Y'all know, black folks, we put people out. They put they put Taylor out, and then half them split and went over there to Greater Love. But yeah, old Metropolitan, man. Metropolitan. My great grandma was a mother over there. Used to be on that front row with that white outfit on, and Had that white outfit on with that hard patent leather purse she used to carry. Yeah, and when she got happy, when she got happy, she sling her purse and all the peppermints will fly out on the floor. Anyway, he gave me the Baptist finger. I'm done. Anyway, but look, y'all come out Sunday to the hymn sing, 4 o'clock. So after y'all get out of church, after y'all go somewhere and eat. Now, if you want to come here and eat, we're going to have some food, but I need to know ahead of time because I don't know how much food we're going to have, but I know they're going to have a lot of food. But we're going to have some dinners over here, good old Baptist dinner. I guarantee it's going to be some chicken. I promise you it's going to be some chicken. Is it called In the Twinkling of an Eye? Is that the name of the song? I don't think it's called In the Twinkling of an Eye. I don't think that ain't the name, but that's the part of The Twinkling of an Eye is one of the, that's like the vamp of the song. I want to say it's What a Mighty God We Serve, but it's like a slow version. Because it ain't the What a Mighty God We Serve. It ain't that song. What? I promise you, I'm gonna know it when the show over. I'm gonna know it and I'm gonna be mad. And Christina is not responding on this messenger thing. I don't even have her phone number. Do I have a number to text her? I don't even remember. I'm upset right now because I can't think of the name of this song. Y'all gonna know what song it is. My mom is humming something. She working it out. Right, come on, Mama Peral and them. Get this stuff. What am I even sorry came up when I Googled it? That's probably Rachel. Look, Rachel on here trying to help too. That ain't the song? Yeah. You don't see the song? One day he raised the dead. Oh, yes. 5,000 souls he fed. Oh, yes. And then, oh, what? Is it What a Mighty God We Serve? I'm telling y'all that's the song. Look at, oh, Lord, Clarence Starr's on here. Stars know the song. They sung it over there at the old Mars Hill. I'm telling y'all that's the song. I don't know the name of the song. What up, Clarence E. Stars Jr.? How you doing, sir? Bless you, bless you, bless you. What's going on? He's the good pastor. I got all the pastors on here tonight. He's the good pastor of the Mars Hill Anywhere Church. Anywhere Church. Wait a minute, another alpha. Let me get all these. It's starting to get a little cold in here. It's starting to get
Ice, baby.
It's starting to get a little too. Look,
the black and gold.
Okay, calm down. Right, it's starting to get a little too cold in here. That's the third alpha. Come on, that's this. Terrell said she never heard it in her life. Really? Look, 06. Look, Daryl holler 06. Stores. Look, go on, put all y'all stuff up there. Here you go. Look, only thing missing now is Henderson. No, I'm not about to sing it. Christina said, it is What a Mighty God We Serve. They said they ain't never heard that version. So what was this, a kingdom, what was this? No, she's not a soror. No, she's not. No stores, no. Yeah, she said she a part of me, her, fi, her.
Me, fi, me. That's what we want to be. Me, fi, me.
Okay, see, you're doing a lot.
See, I thought we was working on your encouragement.
But I'm not going to encourage foolishness.
All
I'm
right.
not going to encourage the foolishness. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, y'all come on over here on Sunday. I'm sorry, I was telling y'all about my brother that Pastor Clarence Eastore. He's the pastor of the good Mars Hill Anywhere Church. Y'all can follow him online, and they do have the pop-up services over there. I think y'all still over there at the Crystal Skies joint, Brother Stores. At the Crystal Skies, ain't that it, Crystal Skies? The banquet hall in McCook or Lions. Yeah, but check him out. But y'all can check him out online. Good preacher, good friend of mine over there at the good Mars Hill. Anyway, he said, yes, sir. Yeah, they are still over there. So, yeah. I went over there what did we go over there for the anniversary? It was something. Was it a fundraiser? We went over there for something. I know we ate because we was hungry. And we Yeah, y'all they need to learn how to park. Right. The parking, somebody knew how to park over there. The food was good. The food was real good. It was some kind of banquet. It was some kind of fundraiser. It was, because we went because Angela couldn't go or something. I remember that now. But yeah, Good looking out, man. Good looking out. What time is y'all? Y'all got me caught up in that. No, Christine, I'm not about to sing this song. She cracking up. I can't believe y'all never heard that version of that song. I wonder, does it exist? What version of the song is it? Look. Oh God. I'm not gonna get to it because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But y'all need to come on out on Sunday and hang out with us and sing some of these hymns. I wish they should have sent us a sneak preview of the hymnal so I could see what's in it. Because I don't know. Y'all know I'm only, the older I get, the more I like a hymn. Because I didn't really understand. Like some of these hymns I've never seen. Reach Out and Touch is a hymn. It is. When did that become a hymn? Reach out and touch somebody. Is that really a hymn? It's in his hymn book. I didn't know what was in here. This is kind of amazing. But hold on. See, this is why I'm gonna get the key. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the keyboard. I need is there any musicians? We need some musicians to come out and you can play. I got a Motif 8. You can plug it up right over here in the corner and come out here and play. Reach out. No, this ain't the same song. It said reach out and touch, but this ain't the reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place if you can. This ain't that. This is a different reach out and touch. Who wrote this? Hold on. Have y'all looked at any of the names of these songs in this book? Well, this is probably a bad mistake giving me this book right here. It's a hymn called Dare to Be Daniel. Dare to be a Daniel. See, these is hymns that Miss Rice will open up and just be like, y'all turn to page 417, and she just start playing, and nobody knows. It says, who are the two young brothers that be singing at you guys' church? They sound good. The two young brothers. What young brothers? You talking about Eric? The two young, she said, who are the two, I'm sorry, the two brothers.
Two brothers.
I'm sorry, but I'm too young and I was trying to make somebody feel good about themselves. Who are the two, look, Pat won't know what book I'm looking at. Who are the two brothers that be singing at you guys' church? Eric, that's Deacon Hill. We got a brand new deacon over here, Deacon Hill. And I don't know who else she's talking about. She's talking about my man, Jefferson, Derek. So maybe it's Derek.
I mean, we got several men.
Look who said me. Look who said me. Look.
Ooh.
Why he? That me. He on that me.
He said it just like this. I be the singer of that.
I be the singer boss.
I be the singer boss.
I be the one singing them hymns, boss. I be the one carrying that tune, boss. Even Rachel said, "Not Reverend Perks." Your own cousin.
I think you might be laughing a little bit too hard. You ain't that tickled. In the words of your.
Hold on. Have y'all heard of these songs, Pat? I'm looking at this hymn book, the National Baptist, the old red one, the red joint. This one right here, the National Baptist hymnal, the old joint. I've never heard of some of these. Dare to be a Daniel. Do anybody know that? Two older guys. Oh, she might be talking about Jeffrey. Oh, maybe she's talking about Jeffrey and Mr. What's his called it? Orlando.
Oh,
Mr. Orlando, Tony Orlando and Don.
Yeah, because we got men.
Yeah, we got a bunch of dudes. Peral is all about herself. It's gonna be Peral and the Pips. Come on, cause have y'all heard of these songs? Like for real. If Jesus goes with me, I think I know that one. It may be in a valley where countless dangers hide. No, I don't know that song. I've never heard of wait a minute, here we go. Do you need a friend? There's another one.
You do need a friend.
No, I don't. Not according to Vicky Winans said, long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. That's what Vicky Winans had said. Hold on. I've never heard of some of these songs before.
Hymns.
I'm sorry, hymns. I know what a friend we have in Jesus. Especially if I sing it the way somebody else sing it.
Sing it in the TP way.
What a friend we have indeed. Oh. This is what happens when you sugar deprived. When you artificial sugar deprived, this is your mind. My mind is gone. Y'all pray for me.
You should tell the people how much you weigh now. Or not how much, how much you lost. You can tell them how much you lost. They got to look at the post.
I can tell them. They go back and check. They go back and check the post. All right, so I told y'all a couple weeks ago I went to the doctor, right? So I finally got my physical because I hadn't been able to get one because I was going to say I'm prejudiced, but I am when it comes to doctors. I wanted my doctor to be African American, and I wanted her to be female. That's my preference, right? So after some searching, I found me a doctor. What? Oh, okay. I found a doctor. And I went and got my physical all the way in Homewood. Don't ask me why I got to drive to Homewood. But I drive all the way to Homewood to get a physical. And anyway, I got on the scale. I told y'all this story last week. I got on the scale, and it started beeping like the wheel on the Wheel of Fortune.
It had that Rick Ross. It had that Rick Ross voice lyric. 222.
No, 233.
Right. Too.
So I got on the scale, and that bad boy said 233.4. I think I got more offended when she threw the .4 on there. I felt some kind of way.
She don't round down.
Right, I need you to round, right. But it was 233.4. And so then she going to say, well, you still, you got your stuff in your pocket? I say, really? That's what we, you think, is it 30 pounds in my pocket? Because So anyway, I immediately, did I text you from the doctor?
Yep.
Yeah, I text her from the doctor and said it's over. Like, I think we had our last real meal that Sunday. We had our last real meal, and ain't been a piece of bread. She said, maybe we need to start salad Sunday. See, you know what? See, this that. Boy, I just got saved last week. You go. You Felicia. We need to start salad Sundays.
I mean, it's hypothetical.
Y'all hypothetical, no. I'm going to be hypoglycemic. Keep this up. But anyway. So anyway, no sugar. No sugar and no bread. Since whatever that date was. Not this past Sunday before last, right? So had no sugar, no bread since then. Got on the scale, what did I get on the scale, Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, got on the scale Saturday, right? Got on the scale Saturday, 221. 221. See? Watch this. Now, Facebook probably going to block this. It's the James Cleveland version of the song. Christina done came through. She asked her mama, Pearly Rice in there. Hold on. I'm finna see if I can play it. Hold on. See? She said it's the closest version you can get to how they did it. All right. The James Cleveland version. Let me get it. What a Mighty God, James Cleveland and them.
You might have to go speed it up a little bit so they can hear the part where we talking about.
I am. I'm going to get to it. I got to find it first. It's the James Cleveland
and them. She said the scale at home be lying. That's what I said, Rachel. I
what?
was like...
No, this is digital. This is digital.
That's all he got to say is it's digital. Let me bring my digital scale.
Okay. We can get on it together on the air. Let's go.
No, sir.
See?
You ain't marrying me for my weight. Wait a minute. We go.
She said, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. I can't even spell. What's wrong? I'm talking about these kids. I can't spell either. What's going on? I can't spell Cleveland. Oh, James Cleveland. There you go, right here. All right, James Cleveland. Which one is it? What a Mighty God we serve. Let's see. Do. It's on the Savoy album. Okay, all right. They can, man, now this is a new one for the rights because y'all don't never get a name of a record right, but they got this one. Hold on. All right, let's see. I'm finna get this right here. All right.
I know that's right, Pharrell.
That is not it. That's God Is. Hold on. That's the wrong song. What'd she say?
Men lose weight faster.
We do. It's the sugar. For me, it's the sugar. Y'all, I'm addicted to Simply Lemonade and Cherry Pepsi. That's exactly what it is for me. It's Simply Lemonade and Cherry Pepsi. And Sprite. Because Sprite got a whole lot of sugar in it too. All right, let's click this right here. Boom. What a mighty God we serve.
My scale has said, try again next week, sweetheart.
Let's see.
He is so good to me. Oh, yes.
This right here. There it goes, huh?
He gives me victory. Oh, yes. What? What a mighty God we serve.
That is.
He is my all and all. Oh, yes.
Percy said, when was that? 1972.
Yes, sir.
It's like, no, my brother. You got to get your own.
What a mighty God. What a mighty God. What a mighty God.
That is a hymn.
Right now.
I just want to hear the twinkling eye.
I think it's coming up now. Hold on. Let me see.
He's a mighty God. Let me tell you what he can do. He can say. He can say to yonder's mountain. Mountain.
He gonna say 1961.
Mountain, get on out of my way.
It is 1961 though.
And it will vanish in the twinkling of an eye.
That go to twinkle.
He rolled the clouds. Oh yes, he does. Away.
Oh yes.
Okay, now.
Oh God.
Only God.
I'm trying to tell y'all. All right.
Man, this is like the original BET songs. Like, you know, when BET would cut off at like 10 p.m.
Look,
because they ain't had no...
even Perel said they go to twinkle.
Yeah. She said, where the 5,000 souls? Well, Dana has never been known to sing the lyrics quite correctly.
You know that was part of WC's lyrics. He was like, one day he raised the dead. Oh, yes. I don't know if they added that. I don't know if that was his own ad lib or not. I don't know. But you knew he said it too. Don't be trying to send me. You're going to leave me hanging. You going to leave me hanging?
I'm not leaving you hanging.
Did he
No,
not say, he didn't
I
say.
am encouraging. I believe you.
Oh, here you go with this old encouraging.
You don't like it? Wow.
Your encouragement don't sound really encouraging over there. It sound kind of shady to me.
No.
Your
No.
encouragement sound a little
I
shady.
am 1 year petty rehab clean.
What you say? Did you say something about my mom? See, Bernice Johnson know that. Derek said, my cat is at a standstill with this song. What? Felicia Brown. Felicia gonna say Bobby Jones in there. I'm done. I can't. Look, that's the song. Anyway, y'all come out. I don't think they're gonna sing that one on Sunday. But we're gonna be singing a whole bunch of hymns in the new hymn book. It's a brand new hymn book. It's going to be out here. You can get you one for $20 good. If you give them my name, they'll give it to you for $19.99 and 1 penny. So, yeah. But it's some bunch of songs in here. But I need y'all to know, oh, why not tonight? How is that a hymn? What kind of song is that? That don't sound like a hymn. Y'all know it's a song in the hymn book called, oh, why not tonight? I ain't playing.
Let me read it.
It says, oh,
Give me here.
why not tonight? Hold on, I'm finna read this. It said, oh, why not tonight? It's on page 174.
Everybody ain't got a hymnal at home.
It's on page 174. These Baptist folk, they got a hymnal. It's on page 174. It said, oh, Why not tonight?
What's the next song? What's the next verse?
I just want to stay right there.
No, don't stay right there. That is not your wheelhouse.
See? It says, oh, do not let the word depart and close thine eyes against the light. Poor sinner, harden not your heart. Be saved on tonight. Oh, why not tonight? I think we need to do this on Sunday. Add this to the song list. Is Marion on here? Do anybody know how to play this? 174. It's in 4/4 time, so it's real simple. I know that much. I can read music, I just can't play it. It's in 4/4 time on here. It's in 4. She said, "Be saved." That's what it say. Oh, why not tonight? Oh God.
Maybe those are the Jesus love songs.
These are the love songs. This from the Song of Solomon. You think that's what it was?
These are the
let me find one of them Song of Solomon songs.
Hey, my brother, can I borrow your album?
Song of
Can
Solomon.
I borrow your hymn book?
Solomon was singing, "Close the door. Let me give you what
What you've been waiting for.
Y'all don't know them songs of Solomon. Hold on. That's gonna be the new show we start. Gospel love songs. Oh God. Okay, let me see what else in here. I don't know. It's a lot of these songs. Do people sing these songs? I find it hard to believe that people are just opening up this book. Oh, here go one. I know this. I know Have Thine Own Way. I know that one. I know this one. I know Have Thine Own Way, Lord. I do know that one. I'm good with that one. I'm good. I know He is Lord, too. That's on page 125. See, I'm feeling a little better about myself now. Let me see here. Let me see. What is this? Let It Breathe on Me. I don't know what that is. That don't sound too good. Let it breathe on me. And then breathe on me. Breathe on me, breath of God. Breathe on me. Okay, what is this? Then it's another song, Breathe. How many breathe on me's is it? And here's quite a few.
Those the Tony Braxton version.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what the Footprints of Jesus. Here we go.
That's the Jill Scott version.
The Footprints of Jesus. Do y'all know this one? Oh, it's in 6/8 time. That's a little different. It's on page 113 in the hymnal. The Footprints of Jesus. Has anybody ever sang this song? I need to talk to some, what's his name? Arthur Griffin. I bet you he played this before. I bet you he
Somebody
played.
said, find sweet of God.
Swear to God.
Swear to God. Swear to God, no.
And
no.
you said sweet. I don't
said
think I heard it.
Because I'm hungry.
Right, because we ain't had no sweets. Swear to God, that's a Michael Henderson special. Swear to God. We can't sing that for copyright purposes. That's a Michael Henderson special. All right, let me see. Oh, see, Near the Cross. See, I'm good. I can sing Near the Cross if they let me do the Mississippi, is it the Mississippi Mass Choir version?
Okay, Minnie Riperton, we didn't finish and went down memory lane. Close that book.
Not down memory lane. I see you standing there.
Close that book.
Such a happy.
Close that book.
Okay, it's time to go. This is what happens when you don't eat no food. I'm starving over here. All right, y'all. Look, we gonna go because it's hot. That little heat on. Lord have mercy. Let me see. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
No.
We talked about the hymn sing. We talked about the people. We talked about Don Lemonade and Tuck You into Carlson. And what?
No, go ahead.
We talked about them. We talked about your kids in the city of Chicago and whatever else we got. I don't know. I think we got everything.
Mighty funny how they my kids.
Well, you know, when they act up.
It was my kids.
All right. Anyway, look, we're going to get ready to get out of here. But seriously, y'all come through Sunday, 4 o'clock over here at the Ebenezer. Or the words of Michael Henderson, come down to the Ebenezer over here on 45th and Vincennes. Y'all come holler at me. Again, mention my name at the door. You can get a book for $19.99.
You could tell them about the exciting news of the work getting started.
What you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm slow. I'm like, you got to give me some, you got to put it on the teleprompter. No. Oh, they asked, when is it, next week?
No, they start building Thursday.
Thursday, they start putting up the, what they putting up?
A stair. for the roof.
Oh, they starting to do the work over here on the show. On the show, Jesus. On the church. They starting to do the work. Y'all know we got that big old grant from the city of Chicago. $900,000. We got that grant for the $1.2 million project. Phase 1. We're getting some major work done on the outskirts of the here building out here on the roof and the windows and the ceilings and the bricks and all that kind of stuff. So they're going to start building the access points. How about that? I'm going to put it that way.
Yes, sir.
There you go. They're going to start building the access points this week. So, yeah, we need to pass some out to the neighbors, too. I thought we were supposed to do that. We'll talk about that after that.
It's already done.
It's already done. Look at God. Y'all know I'll be paying attention. That's y'all stuff. Anyway, all right. We're going to get out of here. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for the time we had on tonight. God, we thank you for every commenter. We thank you for every viewer, every watcher, every listener on Blog Talk Radio. We thank you for every listener on Facebook, YouTube, and all of the pages we are on tonight, even those on Twitter and Instagram. We want to say thank you, God, just for being a good God and all that you do. God, we ask that you would bless any sugar-free food we're about to receive on tonight. We pray now. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Every heart said amen, amen, and amen. Look, we're going to get out of here because my stomach is growling, and I don't want to have to bite nobody. So we're going to get out of here. But look, if you have to drive through these real special streets, because y'all know folks can't drive. If you got to drive through this special city, the one we call Chi-Town, Chicago, do me a favor, my brothers and my sisters, keep your head on a swivel. 2 T's, 1 L, 1 O. We are out.
With your hands